Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to yet another video. Today we are back with the Championship predictions and I'm joined by George. How you doing?
Yes, good mate.
Yeah, excited for the Championship to be back?
Yeah, I am. It's been, feels like forever since at least Coventry have played. So yeah, I'm excited for it, to be honest.
And hopefully not many games get called off this weekend.
I know, it's so frustrating, isn't it?
Absolutely. But we'll press on. Make sure to like and subscribe before we get into this video. And let's start with the lunchtime games on the Saturday. We have Cardiff City versus Blackburn Rovers. Two teams who need points for opposite reasons. Cardiff, you wouldn't have thought they'd be where they are at the start of the season, but they are, and they're battling for survival. I still think they've got enough quality to survive with the likes of Collins and Moore, even though they're not performing very well this season. Blackburn, though, they're in town and they're looking good. You'd be a fool not to back Blackburn here.
Yeah, definitely, wouldn't you?
1-0 Blackburn.
Yeah, a lot of people are sort of worrying about Cardiff. Are they going to go down? I don't think they will. I think they will pick up in a bit. They are just going through a bit of a rough patch. I don't think they'll get relegated. But I think in this game you've got to back Blackburn. Yeah, so I'm going to say 2-1 to Blackburn. 2-1 to Blackburn. Next up's a massive game at Kenilworth Road. Luton Town take on AFC Bournemouth. Luton, who haven't played much recently, they're on 22 games, so maybe in a false position. I do expect them to push on a bit, but this is not an easy game. Bournemouth have got their mojo back, and especially after Fulham drubbing Reading, they've got the pressure on them, especially with Blackburn in good form. No one's allowed to slip up in that top two race anymore. I think Bournemouth win this, but it'll be tough. 2-1 to the Cherries. Yeah, see, with Luton having a large break, I don't think it will do them any good. I think we've seen that in recent weeks. You know, you want to really be playing consistently, having that match fitness. So I think Bournemouth will walk this one 3-0. 3-0, wow, yeah. Big one. Next up we go to Oakwell. Barnsley take on Blackpool FC. It's funny how these two seasons panned out. Blackpool, you might have thought would be battling for survival, but they look pretty comfortable in mid-table. And Barnsley are battling and they look pretty bad. They'd be rock bottom if it wasn't for Derby's deductions, obviously. This is an opportunity for Barnsley because Blackpool haven't been in great form. They obviously lost in the FA Cup and Barnsley are at home here. They need to get wins somehow. But I still think Blackpool should be the better team here, and I'm going to edge them 2-1. Yeah, Blackpool to win 1-0 for me. 1-0 to Blackpool? Yeah, Barnsley have been poor, haven't they, this season? They have, they've not been good. Next up we go to Pride Park. This is a massive game. Derby County take on Sheffield United. Both teams, if you look at the last sort of 6 or 8 games, are in good form, but obviously their games have been broken up through COVID breaks. I don't know what to predict. I think this is a really tight one, and I might sit on the fence and say 0-0. I think as a neutral, for the majority of people, you want Derby to win, don't you? You just would love it if Derby stayed up, just to defy the odds. A lot of people are sort of tipping Sheffield United to make the playoffs. I don't think they will. I don't think they're strong enough. I really want Derby to win, so I'm going to say 1-0 to Derby. Do you not think Sheffield United look a bit better under the new manager? Possibly, but I don't think they're strong enough for the playoffs. Maybe not. There's plenty of teams battling for it. Next up, Fulham versus Bristol City. Just met in the Cup, and Bristol City obviously went out, and Bristol City's form's been a bit patchy. This is a game I don't think many people will expect them to win, especially after Fulham's result in midweek. They beat Reading 7-0. I think Fulham will get 3 more. 3-0. Yeah, Fulham to win 3-1. 3-1. Yeah. Bristol City to get a goal though, eh? Yeah. Why not? Give them something to cheer about. Why not? Next up's a big game. Two teams who are battling for the playoffs. Swansea though, not in great position. Huddersfield Town and Swansea. Huddersfield look good. The thing is, I say everyone's in the battle for the playoffs. Technically, it's true. The playoff battle always goes down to 15th, 16th. So Swansea, with games in hand, could still make it. They need to get a win here. But Huddersfield are the form team, and I'm going to back them 2-1. Yeah, Huddersfield, they're a strange side because, you know, on paper, I don't think they are particularly, you know, impressive, but they have had a lot of consistency. That's why they're up there. I don't think they are going to make the playoffs. I'm sorry for any Huddersfield fans watching, but I don't think they're good enough to make the playoffs. But I do think they're going to win this game, and I think they're going to win 2-1. 2-1. Now this is a team you might think will make the playoffs. Middlesbrough, they take on Reading, and big game for both. Middlesbrough need to get back into that top 6. Reading want to keep away from that bottom 3. Both
need a result. Reading need a reaction after that Fulham game. They're really low on confidence, especially after the Kidderminster defeat as well. You've got to fancy Middlesbrough. 1-0.
Yeah, Reading are shocking, aren't they, at the moment? It's not looking good, Reading fans, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to have to go Middlesbrough to win 3-0.
3-0, wow. Yeah. Next up to the Den, Millwall take on Forest. Forest's form still pretty good, big picture, but lost their last 2. And Millwall, very hard to predict. I know George has said things about Millwall when they played Coventry, but they can grind out results. I think this has got the look of a 1-1 to me.
I think Forest are a much better side. I'm sorry, Millwall fans. I do think Forest are a much better side. They're going to win this one, and they're going to win 3-1. 3-1
to Forest. Yeah. That'd be a good result for Forest. Next up, Peterborough United take on Coventry City. Coventry are going to take quite a few fans down to Peterborough, which is fantastic, and we need a result. The form in general has not been great for Coventry, but we haven't lost on the road in a little while, which is something to be positive about. And it's I say an easier game, but no game's easy in the Championship. And to be honest, Peterborough, they're not bad at home. They're not good away, but they're not bad at home. Oh, this is tough. My heart's telling me Coventry, but I could see Peterborough winning as well. 2-1 to Coventry.
Yeah, see, this, for me, if we are to really push on and sort of revive our season, I mean, we're having a brilliant season, let's not kid ourselves, but if we are to sort of pick up form, this is one of the games that Coventry need to win. So, like you said, I can see us losing it, but I'm going to go for 1-0. I don't think it's going to be high scoring because we just haven't been good enough. We just haven't been putting away enough chances, but I am going to hope for us to win 1-0.
1-0. Now next up's a big game. Preston North End have looked a little bit better under Ryan Lowe. They take on Birmingham City. Both teams got dumped out of the FA Cup, so both can focus on the league now. I just fancy Preston. Birmingham, for me, are having a pretty rough time of it lately. Just nothing going their way. Once again, I don't think they'll go down. I feel like I say that every time I talk about them, but there's nothing to get excited about for Birmingham City fans. I think Preston win this 2-1.
For me, this game has 0-0 written all over it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot between them.
Interesting. Now next up's QPR versus West Brom. Both doing fairly well, both in the playoffs. And West Brom might be a little bit unhappy, but still, they're both in the playoffs. They're both going to be somehow happy. They're both going to be missing a fair few players, whether that be to the AFCON or to suspension. So not the best players that both teams can field. I don't know. West Brom, they've had quite a few red cards lately, and I don't know if their discipline's not at its best. West Brom 1, QPR 2, even though QPR are the home team. 2-1 QPR.
Yeah, I think two sides here which are pretty much destined to make the playoffs this season. Can they get any higher? I don't know. More than likely not, but they'll definitely both make the playoffs. It's going to be a very tight game. I'm going to go for 1-1.
1-1. And the final game is on the Sunday. It's between Hull City and Stoke City, two teams that could really do with a win to get their seasons up and running again, because both forms are just not atrocious but not inspiring at the moment. Stoke want to get back into the top 6. Hull City want to get away from the bottom 3. Good opportunity for both to win. I might back Stoke 1-0.
Yeah, I think Stoke are a much stronger side. And I'm sorry to say, Hull fans, but I think Hull are going down.
Oh.
Yeah, I think if Derby are to stay up, which obviously it would be a miracle, I think it's going to be at the cost of Hull.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, so that's a bold statement there, I've said on for the record. But yeah, I'm going to go for a... wait, who are they playing?
Stoke.
I'm going to go for a Stoke win. Stoke to win 2-0.
Stoke to win 2-0.
Yeah.
That wraps up the Championship predictions, guys. Get your predictions down below. I want to see what you guys have to say. It's good to see the Championship back. Make sure to hit that like button. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Please make sure to do that. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Peace.